Stealing and thievery will get you sent to prison in real life, but theft to a Magic player is no different than crack cocaine. It is addicting and a lot of fun, and also all adrenaline. We've all played Atari before. We know how crazy it is when you suddenly get a Godzilla from your opponent, a flying spaghetti monster Eldrazi. It doesn't matter. It feels really good. Now, of course, theft has two routes diverged in a yellow wood. The first one, everyone's having a great time. It's fun. We're laughing. We're all having a good time. Then there's Big Brother's always watching. The control theft deck, that's evil mode. Now, of course, today we're doing an unhinged guide to theft and Magic. If you've never played it before, bing, bada, boom, lock in. But before we dive too deep, if you want more goofs and gaffs, hey, like, subscribe, bell notification, hype it up on mobile, follow me on Patreon, etc., etc. Mwah. Shameless plug. Czech Republic. Okay. Theft obviously has two wolves inside of it, as I explained before, and we're starting with the evil one. Send triplets. Obviously, you knew it was coming. You get to play stuff from their hand, which means now they have less fun because they have less hand. And like Hammurabi's Code, you want more hands. So, of course, we compare this to Xanthar, Guild Kingpin, where you instead are stealing stuff from their library, which means they still have the same amount of stuff they could play from their hand, which makes you less evil. You got to play it by ear, okay? Now, the best part is we can play their lands, meaning we can get risky and gamble with our hands. It rhymed. You see what I did there? Now, of course, these cards do get a bit of a bad reputation. That's mainly because of the sweaty tryhards who put up the no fun allowed sign and build control decks. In my opinion, that is the wrong angle. Thievery is all about being a mirror to your opponent to show them the classic saying, not about the subway, but about the my brother in Christ, you made the sandwich. You made this deck. If you're upset about it, look at your stuff. You put this in your deck. If you're mad at me, portaling it out endgame style, why'd you build it? A good example is Codis. This guy is busted because you can cast any number of spells. You just give this guy Voltron an unblockable, and he goes absolutely buck wild. He's insane. Same thing with Gonti, where you cast a bunch of spells that your opponents have. If you're upset at me casting them, why'd you put them in your deck, buddy? Exactly. Checkmate. Now, of course, casting your opponent's spells is the majority of what the sub-theme is all about. Let's take Laughing Jasper Flint, for example. The snake guy from Rango is all about having a lot of outlaws, and then you get to cast a bunch of spells. Pretty cool. Edward Kenway. He gets in a car and does a Grand Theft Auto. Pretty cool. Evelyn the Covetous does a General Grievous impression and says, it will make a fine addition to my collection, because you collect it and you can cast it later. There's also Haldon and Paco, who fetch with Rough Ruffman. And those cards are especially gross because Haldon and Evelyn say as long as you've got the stuff in the Ender chest, you can cast it. Even if they get removed, it's still in the Ender chest. So you can cast it because it's got the fetch counter, it's got the collection counter, it's hard to play around. It's really good. Now, of course, it's balanced because you at least paid for those spells with your mana. But some cards let you yoink for free, such as Mary Iki Ray Bariti, which is the way to say it. It's also Patient Zero of the Yoink for Free Club. You tap it and yoink a target creature. And it's a lose-lose for your opponents because if they try and remove Mary Iki Ribaribi, then they destroy their own creature. It's salt in the wound. It's really fun. Now, speaking of salt, we got Admiral Beckett Brass, a captain of a sea ship. Salt. So not only do you hit me, but you also take a non-land permanent from me. This is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. Except maybe Captain Nagathrod. This guy is a freak. You not only hit me, but you mill me as well, and then you rob me from my grave. You suck. There's also Empress Galena. At least you have to pay for this, but it's a target legend, and it's always going to be my commander. And of course, blue, at least it's once per turn. Just kidding. They're going to untap Empress Galena all the time and steal everything. Now, let me be real. Perma theft is bad. In my opinion, borrowing is way more fun because then they get their stuff back and everyone feels good about it. Sharing is caring and everybody knows it. You have cool stuff. Let me play with it. Please, or I'll tell mom on you. We've got Beast, Deathless Prince. He lets me borrow something. I get card draw. He's canonically the devil. That's pretty cool. Sauron, I get to yoink something. I get to buff something. He's canonically the devil. Pretty sick. Zidane, I get to yoink something. It gets lifelink for some reason. When I give it back, I make money for some reason. He's a quirked up white boy. He's kind of the devil. That's pretty sweet. Now, of course, Act of Treason, gimme that. Furnace Reigns, gimme that. Vengeful Possession, gimme that. Claim the Firstborn, give me that. Bloody Betrayal, give me that. Mass Mutiny, give me all of that. And Insurrection, give me everything you own. It's really cool. Now, using your opponent's stuff against them is addicting. It feels so good. You're going to eventually have a devil on your shoulder saying, what if we don't give it back? And that's when you build Brian Stoutarm. This freak is all about taking your opponent's toys and blowing them up, and then throwing it back at their face to make them cry. I would consider it, to be honest, control with extra steps. And I've always been of the opinion that control is cringe. Call me out, I don't care. But where this kind of falls apart is at the finish line. So let me teach you how to win with theft. Judo is a martial art where you utilize your opponent's momentum against them. So if our opponents have an army, it's our army now, thanks to Insurrection, Mass Mutiny, Mob Rule, and commanders like Don Andres, where now stuff we control but don't own is too stronger. It's got menace, it's got death touch. It's reanimating with Marchesa. It's coming out of their hand and coming back to us with Zara. It's draining them with Nihilor. It's really cool. Or, on the other hand, casting a lot is good as well. So we got the aforementioned Codis the Fanekeeper. We got Tasha the Witch Queen. We got my favorite guy, Grima, Saruman's Footman, who's unblockable and gets you a bunch of free value. It's really good. Not to mention Brainstealer Dragon. Now when non-land permanents an opponent owns enter the battlefield under our control, they lose life equal to its mana value. So now Reanimate just got good. We finally broke Reanimate, or Breach the Multiverse. Basically, reanimating is when we want to steal something they had, as opposed to what they have. It's genius. It works. Who cares? Now, of course, theft is sweet if you haven't already figured it out. So our opponents can't be this guy. They cannot be angry because, the wisdom is they made the sandwich. They made the deck. They can't be angry that we're using their deck against them. Now, I do want to give you a quick word of warning. Heed my harrowing tale before it's too late. Do not build Turgid, God of Fright. She is a control deck disguised as theft, and control is cringe. As we all know, Turgid literally triples down on everything evil, legitimately evil, straight up the devil. I do not like Turgid, God of Fright. I do not like them any commander game night, Sam I am. Get them out of here. But yeah, to wrap things up, theft is all about sharing, and sometimes we give their cards back. There's also the fact we make our opponents look in the mirror and realize, man, I don't like playing against this card. I should probably take it out of my own deck in case it's used against me. But also, we get to gamble and have a great time. Atali, he's getting the blackjack every game. I love it. But I will judge you very heavily if you play Send Triplets the evil way, or if you steal stuff with Brian and then throw it at me. That sucks. Just hit me with my own guy. Don't be mean about it. Anyway, it feels so good to steal stuff. Theft is one of the best sub-themes, in my opinion. Maybe you disagree, maybe you don't. I don't care. I literally win with Stolen Strategy, like both as a card and also as like the memento, like the theme of the deck is stealing your strategy, like stealing your cards. Like it makes sense. So yeah, try it. Give it a try. Theft is a fun mechanic and a fun sub-theme. And if you've already played it, hey, give me your favorite theft story down in the comments down below. I would appreciate it for the engagement. But that does bring us to the end of the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you subscribe, subscribe. If it makes you hyped up, hype it up on mobile. If it makes you want to hit the bell notification, hit the bell notification. There's not an easy way to segue into that. I've also got a Patreon. Please support me on there. You get access to behind the scenes stuff and vlogs and whatnot. It's really cool. I would appreciate it. There's also a Discord linked in the description down below. Come and join it. It's fun and free and cool. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.